Cindy Bertram. Thanks for joining me today on Good Ship Happens. And yes, we've got a lot of things coming up soon as far as new ships coming out. Ones that would be christening. Actually, one was christened today, I believe, too. That's actually a Norwegian Cruise Line ship in Miami. Okay, that's great, too. And also some new ships coming out, too. And one I found also recently was actually with Disney Cruise Line. And they've got their fourth Wish-class ship. They just named the ship. The ship's name is going to be called the Disney Believe. Isn't that great? I love that name, Disney Believe, yes. And it's actually, it's going to focus on characters who actually dare to pursue their own happily ever after, okay? And it's going to highlight stories, of course, and characters from their films. Frozen, okay? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, The Little Mermaid, Moana, also Encanto. And that's great too. I love it. The ship's going to be actually launching in late 2027. So Disney Believe, yes. And as mentioned recently, they just launched their new ship, the Disney Adventure, in Singapore. Yes. Isn't that great? I love the name too. And also Disney is actually, by 2031, Disney's fleet is going to actually be expanded to have 13 ships, which is great too, including 3 from our new class of ships, 2 starting in 2029. And what's great too is the ships in the new class will be a little smaller than their current ships too, than their Wish class ships too. But how fun! They just named their new ship coming out in 2027, the Disney Believe, and I love what they're doing as far as the highlights and characters offer on board the ships, as far as their entertainment shows, etc. Too, of course, from Frozen. Of course, on a cruise ship you can't build a snowman. That's good too. Also, Snow White, Seven Dwarfs, The Little Mermaid, and also Moana, which is great too, and also Encanto. But that's great too. So it was really fun to be able to share that today too, because new ships always excite me. Yes, they do. Sorry, but Good Ship Happens, right? Something else that just came up, I just saw it today too, is Windstar Cruises, which have been around for a while. They launched their new ship, the Star Seeker, a brand new ship, earlier in January this year. And also, what they did was, I didn't realize it, they're doing some different itineraries starting in May, which is just a couple months away. They're actually going to start launching their first ever season home porting in the United Kingdom with a series of short, quick getaway voyages departing from the heart of London, 3 to 4 night sailings, which will really be on board. It's once again, they're all suite ships, of course, and the Tower Bridge in London too is your departure point. Also, as far as what's taking place as far as Windstar Cruises London mini cruises, how fun! I mean, that's great, isn't it? I mean, I've got a friend who lives outside London, but this is really fantastic too. And they've got 2 different itineraries going to be choosing that guests can choose from. They've got their 112 guest Star Pride, and a beginning and ending, of course, and with the Tower Bridge, which is the heart of the capital too. And also, they've got their Belgium a Suite Getaway voyage, which is going to be a 3-night round trip from Tower Bridge, sailing to calling at, I think it's pronounced Ostend, which is a gateway to Ghent and Antwerp before returning back to London. And also they've got their St. I think it's pronounced Meadow getaway. It's going to be offering 4-night cruises, sailing down the English Channel to the magnificent walled city of St. Malo, which is on the Britain coast, returning back to the Tower Bridge. And that's going to be offering too. Something else too is really fun too, is just more about their itineraries too. All sailings are going to actually be starting in May this year, and it's going to be really great timing too, because once again, the Star Pride embarks on her 13-night voyage from London to Edinburgh, taking in Belgium and the Norwegian fjords too, then a short break, and then offering more too. It's great too, because once again, with Windstar Cruises, they're also offering 2 3-night yacht cruises in the Mediterranean, including a deluxe La Dolce Vita, Also, Taste of Southern France and the former sails round trip from Rome, Civitavecchia, to, let's see, Corsica, France, also Italy, and then also they're going to be sailing Barcelona, which is great too. Once again, as far as more about sailing from the Tower Bridge, which is of course in London, they mention before you even reach the sea, of course, it offers a really memorable experience, starting from the Tower Bridge. So the Star Pride will be moored outside this beautiful London icon. And then immediately after setting sail, the ship really glides under their famous bridge, which goes through. Also, guests can enjoy their Canary Wharf, also the Thames Barrier, and that's great too. And also sailing past the City of London skyline, of course, too, under that iconic bridge. It really starts the voyage too. A bit more about the Star Pride, which is going to start sailing there too. The Star Pride is, she joined the fleet in 2014, and the Star Pride was actually transformed in 2022, which had a process of involving extending its hull with a new 84-foot midsection, and this also resulted in adding 50 suites, infinity pool, whirlpools, and also spawned 2 entirely different new restaurants too. What's great too is it didn't really change the fundamental character though too, because once again with Windstar cruises, they're very, very intimate, sophisticated, easygoing, and with the Star Pride, she has maximum capacity of 312 guests and 2 to 4 crew members. Also, so their staff to guest ratio is about 1 to 1.5, and also it's great too. So anyway, what's great too is every cabin on board is a suite. Okay, so what's good too is it's a suite, not just a cabin, a suite. And the entry level Ocean View Suite measures about 270 square feet, and it includes a walk-in wardrobe, the lactatine toiletries, also a sitting area, and then they've got their classic or deluxe suite for even more space. Or if you want, you could actually opt out to the owner suites, which is about 820 square feet too. As far as the dining, it's one of the areas that Windstar Cruises really is one thing that Windstar Cruises is well known for too. We have multiple restaurants, and all these restaurants are included in the fare. So once again, no surcharges there. And what's great too is they've got they've got their main M4 restaurant. It features classic dishes. Okay, and their veranda is open for a buffet, also a la carte breakfast and lunch. And the Star Grill brings barbecue favorites in an outdoor setting, while Candles, which is Windstar Cruises' signature al fresco experience, is a place to be for romantic dinner too. Also, they've got a brand new addition, which includes the bamboo and basil, which serves a blend of Mediterranean, also Asian flavors too. And the atmosphere on board tends to be more casually sophisticated too. There are no formal lights. And once again, as on board tend to be more well-traveled couples too, and many of them are Windstar guests who have chosen, chosen a number of other cruise lines, but come back to Windstar Cruises too. And they've got live music in their Compass Rose Lounge. Also, they've got occasional guest speakers, and they got their signature sail wave ceremony too, which includes the raising of the ship's flag, of course, on departure day 2. And once again, these London mini cruises are really something interesting to think about too. So once again, they just announced this. I really think it's kind of fun too. And once again, it's really great that they're doing that too right now too, and to have mini cruises out of London, which is great. So once again, if you want to really kind of experience small ship cruising, a different itinerary, keep in mind Windstar Cruises, okay? Because it's their Windstar Cruises new London mini cruises, and once again, you'll be sailing on their Star Pride ship coming up this next month, May 25. That's great too. Some things too is interesting too is we've got another ship just debuted too. Was actually I mentioned about it last week in my show, but also Four Seasons' first yacht. Okay, Four Seasons launched their new luxury yacht, and she was just christened, and it's a Four Seasons 1, and she is part of Four Seasons, which is a hotel company which has been around for 61 years, but they just launched this ship, I think last week. And she was christened, okay, but once again, she began her maiden voyage in the Mediterranean, okay? That was actually last week. In her year, she's offering 32 voyages across 52 sailings, okay? Exploring 130 different destinations in more than 30 different countries. Okay, with the Four Seasons 1, she is actually going to be visiting Greek islands, Croatia, and the French Riviera this summer. Also then the Caribbean and the Bahamas in the wintertime too. Also announced they've got their second yacht, which is due in 2027. And they got the option to build a third yacht too, which is great too. As far as what people can experience on board too, because this is once again Four Seasons yachts. They just launched their first Four Seasons 1, which is great too, very, very luxury, which is great too. But also, as far as the capacity of the Four Seasons 1, between 180 to 222 guests, and once again, the it measures like 670 feet long, which is great too. And once again, how fun that you've got another hotel organization launching cruises too, but it's their yachts too. Okay. Also, I think it's fun too is with Four Seasons 1, they have no interior cabins. Okay, all the staterooms on board are actually 95 spacious suites that have their own terraces and features such as walk-in wardrobes, dining areas too. Also, this includes their 10,000 square foot funnel suite. Also, an 8,000 square foot loft suite at the front and back of the ship too. And once again, too, what's great too is they have customized cruises. Rather than having a standard cruise itinerary, each voyage is really customized by a personal yacht consultant around the interests of every guest, that reflect individual passions too. So highlights include visit to Saint-Tropez, Bodrum, also less visited harbors such as Hydra and Montenegro, alongside the Croatian Ocean Sea coast. As far as wellness, they're really, really dedicated to it's central to what they're doing as far as Four Seasons. Okay, what they've got their high-end Luciana spa. It's included, of course, too. It includes Hammam sauna, aromatic steam and cold therapy room, as well as cryotherapy, also for therapy beds and also hydrotherapy areas too. And guests can actually take part in sunrise yoga, also meditations on the yacht's deck, private breathwork sessions, personalized fitness training, and also guided mindfulness practices too. So once again, their spa is complimentary. It's included too, different options too. As far as their culinary excellence, Four Seasons 1 actually has 11 different restaurants and lounges, ranging from Mediterranean seafood to an intimate experience too. And guests can actually enjoy a chef in residence series in Sedna, which welcomes a rotating roster of talent from Michelin-starred chef Four Seasons restaurants across the world, including these Christian Lesquer, Le Cinq, also Glomnier, Galliot of Caprice, also Paolo Lavesso of I think it's pronounced 11 Pelego. But also what's great too is Four Seasons 1 can actually open up different areas too as far as into the ocean, into the water, in more secluded areas, of course, too, which is great too because it's a smaller yacht too, but very, very luxury. The ship will also have dedicated marina days in the peaceful and remote waters too. And what's great too is actually the yacht design itself lets guests direct access to the sea for swimming and water sports too. Also, they've got their pool and party deck, and on the Four Seasons one, the pool deck can be turned into a dance floor at night too. And when exploring different ports and also swimming in the seas, once again, it's an area that they could actually, guests could actually enjoy the water that way too. I'll find a photograph later or show in a future episode too. Once again, when not exploring ports, of course, or swimming at sea, guests can actually relax in their 66-foot saltwater pool. The pool floor can then also be raised up to be transformed into the area called a dance floor or also event space too. And this is the first voyage, which coincides with their 61st anniversary of Four Seasons, okay? And the opening, which happened with the company's first hotel in 1961. So that's really great too. So once again, keep in mind too, because once again, with Four Seasons Yachts, Four Seasons 1 just got christened about a week and a half ago. Also, they've got a very, very famous captain on board. The captain on the Four Seasons 1 is actually Captain Kate McHugh. I met her. She's a great person. She had been bringing other cruise line, Celebrity Cruises, for about, she was the first woman American captain of a cruise line ship when hired by Celebrity Cruises. And she was there for about 11 years, and she decided to step down because, once again, she had issue. Her cat passed away. Her cat was on the bridge with her. Cat passed away. She took some time off. Then this opportunity came up to be captain of Four Seasons 1, which has got debut, which is great, too. So, once again, how great to have a very luxury hotel corporation getting into cruising, too, once again, too. So, once again, keep in mind, Four Seasons 1 is now sailing, offering different itineraries, which is great, too, and some great things too, which is great too. I love that too. Something else too is, we talk about different places to go to, and one that's actually kind of interesting too is, you've got some cruise lines that actually go to Antarctica. Okay. With the Antarctica cruises, more luxury. Once again, too, the ships have to be specially built too, of course, to fit different things too. But as far as when the Antarctica cruises really take place, it's usually the season for Antarctica travel actually runs from late October to March, okay? Because that marks a period of the end of spring through late summer in the southern South Port too. And the weather and wildlife conditions vary, of course, according to the season, but once again, with the Antarctica cruises, they run from usually late October to March too, because of the different changes of weather down south too. Once again, it just it's really great because I know that I know some people have done that really great too. Different cruises offer those Antarctica cruises too. I know HX Expeditions, which is great. Once again, down there you can actually see different kinds of wildlife too, which is great too, and wildlife experiences. It's really, I think, kind of a bucket list type of thing too. Mid-season would be December through January. That's midsummer down there, and that's actually has the highest average temperatures, roughly 28 to 39 degrees. Okay, now to me that's a bit cold because we think about wintertime where I'm at, Chicago area. It's a bit cold, but anyway, with the midsummer down there, it's December through January because of the temperature changes down south. Once again, the temperatures are roughly 28 to 39 degrees. And once again, then the days begin to elongate, reaching up to maybe 20 hours of sunlight too, which is great too. And then more, what it really results in some snow melt too, which is great too. Also varying the landscape as rocky cliffs peak out from the white cover of the snow and ice. And as the winter snow melts, of course, too, the landscape becomes a bit more varied, too. Something I think is fun, too, is it's called glacier calving. I've seen glaciers calf, okay? That's when chunks of the ice actually break down with a thunderous roar, too. Sometimes creating icebergs, too. But that starts to happen more often, too. And it's a really, really great phenomenon for people to actually visit, too, to witness, too. I actually saw glaciers calving Alaska a long time ago, but anyway, it's really kind of fun to think about them calving. That's when the chunks of the ice break off with a big, big, big roar. sometimes creating iceberg is really great because that takes place actually, like I said, December through January down there in Great too. And also, again, this is a period which you see penguin highways, okay, pass which are forged against the snow as the creatures kind of waddle through their way through sea to nest and then back again too. And seals and their young pups are another possibility too. Another thing too is Christmas voyages or early January would be interesting time to visit too. You still have snow, but also once again you've got that it gets a little dark in the evenings. But what's great too is you can see little baby penguins and also see whales too. In the late season, which is February through March, this is when the whale season really hits a peak too. The warm weather, which would be an average temperature of 28 to 38 degrees, brings an abundance of krill that really draws a wide variety of whales in high numbers too. And it's great too. Seeing whales is beautiful. When I did my Alaskan cruise years ago, of course, I saw whales first night. That was great too. So there's more about this too. And as far as what's really fun too is you can see this. They had the thing about the little penguins. One thing too about the penguin colonies. Okay, the birds actually complete their molting season. That's an annual season period when the penguins lose their old, worn-out feathers, and they grow a new batch. And it's a good period for seeing the well-worn penguin highways too, as well. Though the surrounding snow may be a little sparser too. Once again, the season's babies are likely to be in their adolescence phase too, with some still porting their fluffy feathers too. And great too is their early season, which is October to November, as they mentioned too in this article, but they don't guarantee any kind of weather in Antarctica. Okay, once again too is it goes back to the perks of visiting early in the season include the snow conditions. Many travelers could actually picture what they would imagine visiting Antarctica, including, which is great too. Also, if you come down there early season, you'll have a lot of snow, okay? And from the winter too, of course, and you'll see rolling hills covered in snow. The landscape will be much more pristine too. Also, earlier and later months will provide more of a distinction between the daylight and night too, of course. And of course, the sunsets and lighting might vary, of course, too, during the time period too. Once again, as far as icebergs, they are highly concentrated in the early season. And then as winters pack, ice begins to break up too. So once again, like I said, when it comes to wildlife, of course, October through November is really a slightly sparser time for the whales, okay? And they're still in the process of maybe migrating south too. But once again, seals, penguins, and other birds, in the midst of their spring mating, so this might be able to see. It might be you might not be able to see babies either, but that's great too. As far as Antarctica too, different cruise lines sail there too. I'll share more about that in a future episode. But also again, what's great too is new ships coming up. And I love the fact that Disney just named their new ship the Disney Believe. Yes. Also with the Four Seasons 1, which just debuted, which is great too. I love that too. Also, we've got, as mentioned, Windstar Cruises is launching London Mini Cruises. How fun! Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, because Windstar Cruises is very luxurious too. Everything's included. Once again, launching these mini cruises, London mini cruises, is really, really fun too. So keep that in mind, because if you go to London, it's not been there, but I've got a friend who lives outside London. But anyway, this really kind of intrigues me too, because once again, doing a mini small ship cruising on Windstar Cruises, which is great too, and see different things too, which is great too. So how fun! But mini cruises, sailing, London. How fun. As far as new ships coming out to mentioned before, we got great ships coming out too. As mentioned, I mentioned that we've got Norwegian Cruise Lines, their new ship just was acquired once again too. Is they just I think the ship was just christened maybe yesterday or today, I think, but she was sailing originally from over in Europe first, sailed across the ocean, and she's going to be christening. Let's see, it's their Norwegian Luna, and that's their new ship, of course. And this one has some great entertainment shows too. She's got they've got their Rocket Man Celebration of Elton John will be in one of the two ship specific headlining shows too. And I think she was just in christened, I thought this week, I'm not sure. But that's great too. And we've got, of course, Miniatures Four Seasons Yachts just debuted their new ship, which is great. There's a new ship she's sailing right now too. And also we've got, of course, with Royal Caribbean, their new ship, the Legend of the Seas, which is their Icon class ship, will be actually debuting this July 2026. As mentioned before, she has a chief dog officer on board too. Yes, her name is Skipper. She's still a puppy, really cute, just adorable. She's actually let's see, I think she's what kind of dog is she? I can't remember. I think she's like, I can't remember. No, she's, I think, golden retriever maybe, but I'll check that out too. But anyway, the new ship she's going to be on as their chief dog officer, of course, is Legend of Seas, debuting this July. And what they're doing too is they're offering some new things as far as on board. For instance, we've got their new their Royal Railroad dinner show experience is going to feature a simulated train. The journey theme is going to be Silk Routes too. They're also returning the Supper Club, which is going to be freshly themed to the Golden Age of Hollywood too. Also, they've got additionally Charlie and the Chocolate Factory will be on board as far as one of their main off-Broadway production shows too, which is great too. But once again, it's fun how now Royal Caribbean's going to have 3 chief dog officers. Okay, the first one was Rover, second one was Sailor, and the Skipper's coming on board too, but really cute too. She's still a puppy, and of course she's being trained. But the thing is too is she's there to create really happiness for people too, which is great too. So once again, smiles and happiness for not just the staff members, the crew members, but also the people on board the ship too. Also, we've got MSC Cruises. I mentioned this before too, but MSC Cruises, they've got their new MSC World Asia. She's going to set sail in December this year. It's their 3rd world-class vessel, following the MSC World Europa, also the MSC World America. As the World America cruising cruise last year, it was beautiful, amazing, so beautiful too. And the World Asia is going to be deploying first in the Mediterranean, okay. And what's great too is she's going to also have their MSC Yacht Club, which is their ship within the ship complex too, and which is great. I've actually gotten a chance to see the MSC Yacht Club myself. It's really beautiful, amazing. It's a ship within the ship concept. Own private area, own private butler, private pool area, private restaurant, private area for breakfast and lunch, also your own private pool area on the top deck. It's beautiful, amazing things. And but the thing is, what they're doing too is with the MSC World Asia, which is going to sail this December, of course, she will be she's going to be having actually a new 570 square foot Royal Duplex Suite Category 2. Okay, that's within their the MSC Yacht Club too. It's great, and I love it. Just amazing to do that too. You get such private, wonderful service too. As mentioned before, is when I was on a cruise with a friend of mine back in 2016 on one of the MSC Cruises ships and got upgraded to the MSC Yacht Club. It was amazing. The butler wanted to pack my clothes. Okay, he delivered a cappuccino to me. And at that point, the ship we were on, the yacht club's restaurant, private restaurant was on that ship. So I was going to meet my friend for dinner. I was walking out, and my butler saw me. He said, "Where are you going to go?" I said, "I'm going to Le Muse for dinner." He walked me over there. Okay, amazing. And it's just amazing what they did do. And even I was on the MSC cruise ship, which started sailing out of Galveston last fall. It was great because they put me in the yacht club for one night. It was amazing. my butler escorted me to my dinner for the restaurant. Great too, and actually helped me when I was getting ready to leave. When I get breakfast first, he walked me to find dinner and breakfast first. Kept my luggage. He walked me off the ship too. It's great too, because once again, it's a ship within a ship concept, and amazing experience too. Definitely keep in mind too, because it's great that they're doing that too. Once again, with MC Cruises, their new ship World Asia is coming out this December, and as mentioned, she's going to be sailing first out of Mediterranean to then relocate different places too. So how fun! Those new ships really excite me too, and oh, we got another new ship coming up. Ships coming up too. American Cruise Lines, right? They are having new ships coming up too. They're called their Patriot class of small ships. They're going to be launching two more: the American Maverick and also American Ranger, this June and September. And these ships are smaller. They have a maximum of 130 guests. To the New England region, also as far south as the Florida Gulf Coast too. Because once again, the ships have deeper drafts too. And sure about that too, because once again, that's coming out too in June and September. So the American Maverick comes out in June, and the American Ranger comes out in September. Okay. Also mention Emerald Cruises and Tours. They've got their new ship actually going to be doing this April. It's their third yacht, the Emerald Kaya. We'll take to sea. And the Emerald Kaya is going to be coming up to 128 guests, a little slightly larger than their Azura and Sakura, but also still have very, very intimate suites, etc. too. And they're going to be offering visitors to the Mediterranean during their maiden season too. And it's really great they're doing too, because once again, I mentioned before, but Explorer Journeys, of course, which is part of MSC Group, very luxury cruise line under the MSC Group, is going to be, launching their new ship too, and that's really great too. I think the new ship's coming out too. They got a new ship coming out too. It's great too. So, but luxury cruise lines, and their theme is bringing the ocean life to sea. Let me see here. We'll look here too. We got Lake Explorer 3. It's coming out, I think, this summer, okay? And once again, this is their line's first liquefied natural gas generated ship. And once again, as far as the cabin count increases from 461 to 463 cabins, which is not a big increase. They've got, let's see here, they've got their fitness spa and gym facilities will be different space. Youth facilities will be reconfigured in separate age area spaces too, which is great. And also, the categories are going to have 24% of their inventory upper tier ocean pet rooms, also 9% of the ocean residences too, which is great too. And once again, that's luxury, but it's called the Explorer Journeys, and the Explorer 3 is coming out this summer, so that's really good too. Some other things coming up too as far as other ships too. We've got, let's see here too, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Because one thing too is we've got, as mentioned, with the Explorer Journeys, they do have capacity for younger people too. It's very luxury, of course, too. Once again, as mentioned, we've got the Orient Express. Okay, they're going to launch their new 110 passenger tall ship, the Orient Express Corinthian. Okay, and the accommodations on board this ship are going to be range from 485 square feet. Also, Orient Express is building a second yacht, the Orient Express Olympian, that's coming out in 2027, and both of these ships will have 3 masts and will operate under sail when the weather allows too. So once again, this is a new debut for Orient also. As far as Region 7 Seas, they've got new ships. They've got their 7 Seas Prestige, which is going to be joining Raging Seven Seas Cruises fleet. It will be accommodating 822 guests, and they've got bigger accommodations. Also, let's see here. Let's see. She was supposed to debut last launch this year. Her debut. Let's see here. I think here. Okay, was last launch this year too, so that's great too. So keep in mind too, because we've got a new era for Raging Seven Seas Cruises, and of course we've got Norwegian Luna, which is a Norwegian Cruise Line ship, and that actually was actually being homeported in Martingham. I think she just crossed the ocean. I think she's going to be christened either today or this weekend too. I'm not sure. Once again, she'll be homeported in I think Miami for a while. Different itineraries too, so that's really great too. And as mentioned, we've got other ships coming up too. I like the fact that Disney just launched their new ship, Disney Adventure in Singapore, which is great too. And it's really fun what cruise lines are doing as far as new ships and offering different categories and dining options, which is great too. And of course, a new ship coming out too for Crystal Cruises. Yes, their new ship is coming out in 2028. Called Crystal Grace. I love the name, but also it's going to be having Crystal Cruises' first wraparound verandas too, and accommodation will be designed to offer more storage space than their current ships. The Crystal Symphony and the Crystal Serenity too. The Crystal Symphony was actually built in 1995, and the Crystal Serenity was actually built in 2023. Once again, the new Crystal ship, the Crystal Grace, is going to debut on June 11th of 2028. It's going to be the first of 3 new additions to the Crystal fleet, which is great. And Crystal Cruises, as mentioned, have been owned by the company, and then that company went under, but they were actually taken over by A&K, which is great too. It was really fun that they're launching a new ship, because I had a chance to see on Crystal Cruises a while back. But it was great because once again the staff members were so happy and everything was included. Also, I've never seen so many staff members so happy, which is great too. And once again, these are very, very luxury too. They're mentioned a luxury brand, and they're not owned by A&K Travel Group, of course, as mentioned. They're expanding their fleet, which is great too, beyond the 2 ships they've got. I love the name Crystal Grace, and as mentioned, they announced some things too. Were really great too. So Crystal Grace will be coming out in 2028, I believe. Yes, let me look here real quick here. Yeah, that's great too. So a great thing coming out in the cruise industry, new ships coming out, and also building the momentum, which is great too. And what's fun too is sustainable efforts too, which is great. I'm going to be attending a really fantastic cruise conference coming up in middle of April, Sea Tour Cruise Global Conference, and they're covering different areas too. It's a really, really fantastic international cruise conference being held in Miami, which is great too. But cruise line execs will be there speaking different topics. But once again, as far as things they're focusing on too, I think sustainability is one thing. We're working that very, very hard too, and also just what's going on in the industry too. But just updates, it's great stuff too, because once again, great example of Good Ship Happens. I'm really excited about attending that conference too. It's great.
It sounds like it'll be a great event for you. I disagree. Sounds like a great thing for you to attend and all along those lines. And I guess we'll close out with Dr. Sylvia. We were talking about sustainability and everything like that. So we'll close out with Dr. Sylvia on the episodes and everything like that. But I know you're looking forward to that conference. It'll be a great conference. So we'll close out with Dr. Sylvia.
Thank you.
I'm Dr. Sylvia Earle, a marine biologist, oceanographer, explorer, and I'm passionate about the protection of this blue planet. I grew up next to the ocean in the Gulf of Mexico, and I've witnessed how much the ocean has changed and how marine life has been endangered. But I know there is still time to help the ocean, which is why I was drawn to the Aponte family's sustainability mission. Explorer Journeys has a genuine ambition to connect people with the wonders of the sea, its marine life, its communities, spiritually, physically, and intellectually. We share the same values and have the same objectives to deepen people's relationship with the ocean, to explore, protect, and restore. Explorer Journeys calls it the ocean state of mind, a sensibility that will ensure the protection of this precious blue planet. Through my foundation, Mission Blue, we're working on ocean conservation, inspiring hope with champions across the world. Beginning with my extraordinary role as godmother to Explorer One, we will be heralding a meaningful collaboration between myself, Mission Blue, and Explorer Journeys and the MSC Foundation towards preserving and restoring the world's oceans, the blue heart of the planet.